Hey guys, Vastfire sent me one of their newest products to test and review, and this is the XHP90 zoomable headlamp. It comes in this very nice zippered pouch. Let's take a look at what you get inside. There you have your headlamp. You have an adapter so you can charge it in your vehicle. Comes with a USB charging cable. And in this bag there are some extra, get one out here, there are some extra clips for the headband to hold the wire. Now this lamp is constructed out of metal. The description doesn't say what kind of metal, but it does have a matte black finish on it. You have a domed lens to cut down on the hot spot in the middle. We have a nice thick elastic headband that is fully adjustable. There's the buckle to adjust the top strap and the buckle to adjust the side strap. Here is your battery pack, which has several different functions. We'll get into that later. And a nice thick cable here, which is adjustable for length. This does weigh 12.5 ounces, and between the two pieces, it's very well balanced, and it doesn't weigh down on one side or the other when you're wearing it. The bracket this is mounted to has a 90-degree adjustment on it. The brightness on this headlamp is 1200 lumen on the high beam, and it has 3 modes. There's your high beam, 1200 lumen. Click the button one more time. You have your low beam, which is 500 lumen. Click the button one more time, and you have your strobe, which is 500 lumen as well. Now this does not have a memory, so you do have to cycle through each of the settings to turn it off. I had mentioned before that this is a zoomable headlamp, and to use the zooming feature you just simply slide the bezel in and out, and we will take a closer look at that when we get outside. Vastfire claims that on a full charge the batteries will last 4 hours on the high beam. Now in my testing I found that it lasted 5 hours, and it actually kept a pretty steady brightness as far as the lumen go for most of that 5 hours. I'd say about the last maybe hour and a half it dimmed down a little bit, but right before it turned off at the 5 hour mark it still had very usable light, and I would estimate it to be roughly 300 lumen, which in my opinion that's plenty of light. Let's go over the different functions of the battery pack here. Now this houses 3 2600 milliamp 18650 rechargeable batteries. This is USB chargeable. There's your ports to charge it. I made sure that these batteries were completely drained, and I wanted to see how long it took to charge these batteries. I plugged it into an outlet that has a USB port on it, and it took 12 hours to charge. A very cool feature with this battery pack is it doubles as a power supply. If you noticed when I showed the USB ports here, you have 2 ports. Now the smaller one there is for charging the batteries, and the larger one you can plug a USB cable in there and charge other items that need to be charged, such as a cell phone. Now you plug in your USB cable into the large port there, and I plugged in my cell phone in this, and I had 10% battery life, and it took about an hour and a half to fully charge my phone, and it only made one of the bars disappear. So I'm confident that this battery pack would recharge my phone at least 3 times. Another function of the battery pack here, it has its own light, the rear light here, and its own switch to turn it on and off. You have a red flashing light, and it also has a battery power indicator here. When you charge this, you will see that these indicator lights flash, and when it's fully charged, all of the bars will be solid. This headlamp has an IPX4 waterproof rating, which means you can use it out in the rain, but I would not submerge it underwater. Let's take this outside and test it out. Okay, so here it is on my head. The weight is evenly distributed. It doesn't feel heavier on the front or the back. Stays put. Feels good. Okay, let's take a look at the brightness. This is the high mode, which is 1200 lumen, and that is in the flood mode. I will slowly zoom it out to the spot. That gate right there from where I'm standing is 22 yards. I'll put it on the lower setting, which is 500 lumen, and zoom it back in to the flood, and then we have strobe, which is, I believe, 500 lumen as well. Alright, let's go to a little farther distance. That tree right there is approximately, I'd say 120 yards away, and that is in the spot mode. Gonna bring it back to the flood, and this works pretty darn good. Okay, and that's on the high setting. Let's go to the low. There it is. Still shines out pretty darn far. You can see that tree very well. At least to the naked eye I can. Alright. Alright, I'm extremely satisfied with this light. I think this would be perfect for hunting, camping, even walking at night, construction, auto mechanic, anything where you need hands-free lighting. This is perfect. I like it. Alright guys, if you're interested in this product, I will put a link to where you can find it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.